My name is Kim Jensen. I make mosaic art. I make art because it's an adrenaline rush. I think it's the same thing as when a performer performs on a stage and they get that adrenaline from the crowd and the audience. And the same thing happens with making a piece of art. I get that same feeling during the process of making, when I've completed a piece, and even more so when I find someone who has a personal connection to one of my pieces. It's a really tactile art form. You physically can collect all these different things and accumulate them into one piece. And I just love how durable and versatile the medium is. You can make something as small as a pendant on a necklace, or you can cover an entire building to transform an environment. I would say my style is colorful, full of texture, playful, but also has a little bit of whimsy wrapped in it. The first time I created a mosaic, I was in high school and I had gone to an art store. I found a book on mosaics and I was immediately intrigued and inspired, and so I went home and I asked my parents if I could make a mosaic for somewhere in the house, and we had all these materials left over from a bathroom installation, and my parents have always been very supportive. We're a very DIY family, and we went to a hardware store. I got my first tile of nippers and I made a mosaic for the backyard.
It looked terrible, and some years later when I came home from college, it was no longer in the backyard and it was wedged behind the freezer. But regardless, it awoke this passion for mosaics inside me. I wanted to learn everything I could and I wanted to perfect my craft. I was obsessed.
I think my most proud piece is the waterfall mosaic in the Kenny Alley project. It was my very first large installation and public artwork. It was a great experience to involve the community. I got to meet a lot of different people that lived in the community, and they came and helped with the construction of the mosaic, and just the team that I worked with for the entire process was really rewarding, and I was happy that I could do something to help beautify a neglected space in San Francisco. And one of my very good friends, Matt Christensen, has a mural that's on the same alley, so it's really exciting to have both of us in the same space, but also that it was put together with the community. I gather my inspiration from nature mostly. I've always had a fascination with geology and minerals and the colors and textures that I see in nature, and I think a lot of that is echoed in my work. I even put real succulents in my mosaics as a means of medium to kind of create something natural and something that's unnatural. My artwork often falls into two different categories. One would be
free-flowing, abstract, organic shapes with an emphasis in texture with a lot of embedded minerals. And the other category features a lot of my handmade tiles, and they're more clean, geometric motifs.
I hope that people feel a sense of joy, but also nostalgia when they're looking at one of my pieces. I think the great thing about being an abstract artist is that one piece of art can breed a lot of different ideas and ignite a lot of different sense memories for different people. So I think that everyone can experience the art in a different way.